Okay, this article is from Movin magazine, based out of Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania. The editor is Pam Pollock. They were founded in 1975. I contacted them, and she was interested in doing the story, and she actually allowed me to write it, but she said that she would edit and everything, and she said I did a great job with it. So here we go. This is from Movin' Out magazine for the January edition 2020. You're the Coach, the ultimate football board game. Michael Ray Jr., a professional truck driver and inventor of You're the Coach, the ultimate football board game. It has a picture there with the Stevens Distributors truck in the background. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to be a football coach? Well, wait no longer. Here's your chance. This is a story about a driver and a dream and what drives his dreams. Michael Ray Jr., age 51 and a Raymondville, Missouri resident, has invented and designed the ultimate football board game, where you can play at all levels, high school, college, and pro. Ray came up with the idea as a school project for a short story while in the 8th grade at Liberty High School in Bedford, Virginia in 1982. Ray enlisted in the U.S. Navy in '88, carried his dream with him through various commands in Newport, Rhode Island and Norfolk, Virginia, and even had a Super Bowl commercial by the Armed Forces Television Network featuring his game. To date, Ray has had over 1,500 positive comments on the game from people in various jobs and ages from 6 to 75 years old. While stationed on board the USS Nassau LHA-4, Ray had the chance to play his football board game against his commanding officer, and he loved it. I was leading at halftime 9-8, but I was taking it easy, Ray said jokingly. Ray wanted to continue to pursue his goal of every home in America having You're the Coach in their living room. So after 16 years in the U.S. Navy, he pursued driving a truck. I chose to drive a truck because as a kid, I can remember riding in the back seat. I may have been 5 years old or so, and I would motion for the drivers to blow the horn. Later on in life, I remember the long trips from my home in Bedford, Virginia, back to Newport, Rhode Island, and letting drivers out or running with them. I went to Memphis, Tennessee to learn how to drive a truck at MS Carrier's Truck Driving Academy. I was even showing people my football board game back then, Ray said. So back to the game. When you play this, you'll feel like you're playing, coaching, or on the sidelines watching. The results are so realistic that you could almost take it to Vegas. You're the Coach can be played on the easiest level or more advanced with a way to even play against yourself in it. That's right, a football board game that can be played alone. As many as 20 people can participate in a game. There is a time clock on paper that simulates the actual game. On offense, choose your play, and the defense will choose their formation and stunt. And the dice represent the player's ability to execute the play, and you determine your knowledge to call the right play, just like the coaches do. There are weather conditions simulated, of course, power ratings to demonstrate team strengths and weaknesses. No NFL or college names or teams are used due to licensing. Each game has score sheets and stat sheets. Just like in real football, there's also a fatigue factor where players get tired and it affects their play on here also. Injuries are a big part of real football and on here as well. And when you have to substitute players, it makes a difference in the game. This is the most realistic football board game ever. Every aspect of football is included in it. I really enjoy talking football and sitting down with football coaches and playing this and watching their faces in amazement about the game, Ray stated. I know what you think. It's a football board game, not a video game. Well, there's an excitement factor that helps you visualize what happens on the play, just like in real football. The human mind and brain are way stronger and more realistic and vivid than any computer or video game. You're the Coach also has a fitness factor included in it, where if you score a touchdown, the defense has to do push-ups or set-ups. All of this and other situations will keep you actively involved. You can even implement your kids' homework assignments to it. What other game can you say that about? I was driving for Wright Express out of New Cumberland, Pennsylvania when I reached out to Movin' Out magazine about doing the story. Ray drives for Stevens Distributors out of Rolla, Missouri, where when he is on the clock, he is all business delivering the goods just like all of the other professional drivers in this country. Ray comments, I enjoy meeting people at the shippers and consignees and fellow drivers and telling them about my football board game and giving all the glory to God in the process for blessing me with this wonderful, life-changing idea. After 17 years and over 2.5 million miles over the road, I look forward to what God has in store. I would absolutely like to appear on ABC's Shark Tank. How cool would that be? Michael is currently in negotiations with the OFL, a new professional football league based out of Baltimore, Maryland. The OFL designated You're the Coach as their official board game and app designed by Brad Collins for this new up-and-coming professional football league with a Facebook page as well. Michael and his fiancée, Chrissy White, are busy assembling 500 games in their Raymondville, Missouri home. They will be printed in the USA by Scott's Printing in Rolla, Missouri. These games will be available soon in various truck stops and stores as well as online. He said that his late grandmother, Christine Smith, who died at the age of 99, has been his role model for striving to reach his dreams. His parents, Michael and Sybil Ray, have also been believers and supporters. If you want to reach Michael to talk football with him, you can email him at you'rethecoach86@gmail.com.